and I want you, and especially you right there, I want you to know this. Especially you, I want you to know this. You cannot hate your body into being skinny. Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. So today I wanted to do a video on something that's near and dear to me. A lot about health and wellness and fitness, and so I wanted to share my story, my journey on how I lost 20 pounds in the last few months. Yeah, just by doing some simple things. So kind of learning how my body works as a woman, understanding what works for me, what doesn't work for me, what I can be taking, what I can't, and yeah, just kind of understanding Rivi and her body. So yeah, one of the reasons why this was so important to me, this goal of losing a certain amount of weight, is because I am a model, and there are certain measurements that you want to reach or have for modeling. I'm 5'10" and a half, so a lot of agencies or a lot of companies just, they like that I'm tall. Yeah, I love modeling and I love working out. I love being a size that I feel comfortable in, and I'm happy to morph and change my body to reach my modeling dreams. You know, I think it takes a certain amount of dedication and discipline to be a model, also and to work out and get those certain measurements in. So I respect models traditional models who do that, who work really hard, because you have to, it's so much hard work to be so disciplined, to reach goals, and so you can do things. So yeah, I'm very excited to kind of share my 5 things that I did to reduce my measurements and to lose almost 20 pounds. So yeah, I'm very excited to share with you guys this journey. And yeah, and I'm gonna talk about numbers. You know, I think it's important to be transparent. So yeah, and I also want you to know that, like I said, I am 5'10" and a half. I'm really tall. So, you know, my numbers obviously won't be relevant, I guess, to you, depending on your height. So yeah, one more thing I have to tell you guys. This video is sponsored by Ana Luisa Jewelry. So yes, Ana Luisa, partnering with them again. They send me some beautiful jewelry to share with you, to talk about. I love Ana Luisa. I love what they're doing. They have beautiful, affordable jewelry that is tarnish resistant. They do a lot of testing to make sure that their jewelry is durable and it doesn't turn different colors. Also, they have a 2-year warranty on all of their jewelry, and they are carbon neutral and climate neutral certified as well. So also wanted to let you know, I just wanted to share that I actually stopped buying jewelry from other brands. So all of the jewelry I have are from that I currently have been gifts from other people, but you know, I mostly have Ana Luisa jewelry right now. I used to buy a lot of jewelry from Swarovski, and I don't buy them anymore. I feel like Swarovski jewelry, they turn colors. Like I had some jewelry from them that turned green. So I've had Ana Luisa jewelry for a while, and they are super beautiful. I get so many compliments from people about my jewelry. Like, so this one specifically, this earring, I'll put the name here, compliments from the jewelry that I wear, because I like dainty jewelry. So yeah, I just get a lot of compliments from it. This one that I really like as well, I can zoom in to show you. This one is super beautiful. Look at how beautiful this piece is. Yeah, I've been wearing a lot of Ana Luisa's jewelry. Also, I have this like little bracelet thing. It's super like inconspicuous. It's like a lanyard, but it has like a beautiful little diamond here. This is definitely my favorite. This is actually my favorite piece. It's so dainty. Like it's like this lanyard texture, but then you have like this beautiful diamond here, and I love it. I wear it non-stop. I actually don't like wearing jewelry to bed, but these ones are actually quite comfortable. Like I wear it in the shower. They don't change colors. Like, you know, they don't rust. So yeah, I love Annalisa jewelry. So again, thank you Annalisa for sponsoring this video, for sending me beautiful jewelry to share with my amazing audience. So yeah, and if you're a guy, because I know that, what is the percentage? I don't know. I think it's like 20% of you that watch my videos are guys. So if you have women in your life who you want to buy jewelry for, make sure you use my code right here. Make sure you use that code and buy some beautiful jewelry for the women in your life. You will definitely love it and appreciate it. The first thing you need to do is have a goal. So you can't really hit a target if you don't know what it is. So you need to have a goal. So for me, I had a goal of, you know, I wanted to get back to my college weight of, I think it was 150. I liked being around that weight. I think I was actually around 140 something. And I was a size 0 back then. In college, I was actually size 0 to 2 for a very long part of my life. From childhood to college, and then when I got to college, I think after the second year I started gaining weight, just because I had an anemia and I was just not eating enough, so I was actually really sick. And then I started gaining weight after I went to my school nurse, who I used to remember how like amazing they were, and you know, helping me with my anemia, and I was eating better, and I did start gaining weight healthily. Obviously there's like the freshman 15, which maybe I did experience. I didn't think I did, but like the cafeteria food, it was like food 24/7, you know, it was great. So especially me coming from, you know, not so rich background, but just being able to go to university and they had like and living on campus, and they had like a cafeteria where you can eat all day, every day. So first year, you know, I was very happy about that, but the novelty kind of wore it off when I started gaining a little bit of weight in my butt, and I didn't like that. I don't like having a big butt. So yeah, so the gist of that is just having a goal. So the second thing I did was actually just getting off of birth control. So I was on birth control for a year, for one whole year, because I had PMDD, and it was kind of having a huge issue in my relationship at the time. And so I had been to different gynecologists, and they said, you know, the only treatment for that is birth control, the birth control pill, the combined birth control pill, which actually that's not the truth. There are other treatments for PMS and PMDD, more holistic options. So yeah, so I was on birth control for a year, and before I got on birth control, I had read a lot about the side effects, but I asked my doctor, like, am I gonna gain weight from this? And she was like, well, there's no studies showing that the pill makes you gain weight. There are studies that the mini pill does, and that the depot shot, but not the combined pill. But still, I saw people saying that like they were gaining weight on it, and so, you know, I thought about it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna work out a lot. So I worked out twice a day actually, and I was walking for an hour in the morning, and then like 30 minutes in the afternoon. And I was counting calories, and I literally was gaining weight, which was weird because I was working, like I just said, I was doing everything, and I was still gaining weight. And it was weird because I didn't look any different physically, like, but I think because of the hormones, it kind of disperses the fat very evenly throughout the body. So it didn't look like, you know, I had just gained like 20 pounds over the course of a year. It looked like I looked the same, but I was just gaining weight like all the time, and it was so weird. So, you know, I kind of had enough of like going to different doctors. I just decided to take control of my own life and be responsible for myself and my happiness. And you know, after watching so many people's videos talking about the pill and how there's actually scientific study that estrogen really destroys your gut microbiome, I had a lot of digestive issues, so bloating all the time, constipated all the time. It was actually debilitating. So I was in agony. Like that whole year I was on birth control was definitely one of the worst things I experienced physically. So I just decided to get off the pill. You know, like I had done a lot of research. I spoke to my doctor. You know, she gave me a different type of, it was a vitamin, a bona fide vitamin that was supposed to help with PMS and PDD, and it was natural. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this. And I didn't really like it, so I tried something else, and I liked that better. And I just kind of got into I started looking into taking more vitamins and what vitamins are good for PMDD or PMS issues, and it's mainly magnesium and B vitamins and all that stuff. I do have a video about talking about that. Also, I will link it here as well. But the gist of that is I got off birth control, and within 2 months of getting off birth control, I lost 10 pounds. So yeah, I knew it was the right decision. So yeah, that was it. That was one of the main things I did was getting off birth control. So I kind of touched a little bit about working out, but the third thing I did was just having a good workout routine that worked for me. So I'm an athletic person. I played volleyball in college, in high school. I am an athletic build. I said I'm 5'10" and a half. So I gain muscle really easily. I'm just an athletic person. So I was doing a lot of HIIT and realizing that I was bulking up, and I was just seeing that this was not working for my body. Like my body was super inflamed with all of that aggressive, you know, just aggressive movements. And I was not happy, and I was not seeing the results I wanted. So I found out that low intensity workouts work for me the best. So I started off with walking. I found out that worked out for me, but the mistake that I did make was walking on an incline. Obviously you do burn more calories walking on an incline, but it does build up your leg muscles, especially if you're a model. You don't want that. You want lean, slim legs. So yeah, don't walk on an incline. So yeah, I do like walking workouts. Like there's people who do like make videos like kind of walking exercises, which I follow. My favorite one is Rovena. She does really good walking workouts that are super fun, have really good music. And then I do strength training as well, but in a low intensity fashion. So I do it for 50 minutes, and it's more endurance training. And the company that I use, or the brand that I use, is called Runway Fitness. They are a fitness company that's specifically created for models. So it was started by, I think, John Benton. He started this. He was training women, and he noticed that he was able to figure out how to help them shrink their measurements. And so, you know, his workouts are very known in the modeling industry. So yeah, I do those. I love them. Runway Fitness is definitely my favorite. It's definitely my favorite type of workout I do. I will also link that down below as well. So yeah, that's the workout I do. Just finding something that works for me. You know, I also realized that I need to work out not just for, you know, body goals, but also my mental health and my physical health. So my digestion is also affected by my working out. If I am sedentary, I have horrible digestion. I I generally just, I'm hungry all the time if I'm sedentary. I have gut issues, so I like to work out for that as well. So that is the third thing I did. And I also want to say that I do work, like I said, I do work out twice a day. So not every day, but I try to, and that works for me. And I'm not saying that's gonna work for everyone. I think that's a bit aggressive, but I like I said, I am a model, and we have to stay lean, and we have to have certain measurements, and it's just, and I'm happy to do it. Like, I love the challenge. Since I've been able to find out what works for my body, I love the challenge of being able to see how I can shrink my measurements. Obviously, I'm not gonna be a 0 or a 2 or anything, but being a healthy size, which for me is a size 4, being healthy weight, and looking very good. So the fourth thing I did was being mindful of how I eat and what I eat. So for me, I know that it's important for me to eat fiber, protein, and complex carbs. So like I said, I used to have a lot of gut issues, so I realized that fiber was kind of the food that helps. It was the food that the good bacteria eat to kind of populate in your gut. So I like to eat a lot of fiber, not too much, but a good amount. I try to eat vegetables with most meals. Complex carbs like sweet potatoes, brown rice, those are my favorites that I love eating, and that works for me. It keeps me satiated. Oatmeal is my favorite breakfast because it keeps me full for, I think it can keep me full for 5 hours. And I also understand my appetite, so my appetite changes depending on the time of the month. So, you know, the week before my period, I crave a lot of food, so I have to be extremely mindful of how I eat during that time because I have a lot of cravings. But, you know, after my period, I don't actually have that much of an appetite. Like, so sometimes I even forget to eat. That's just my body. So yeah, just being really mindful of what's in your food. I don't really count calories like on an app, but because I used to count calories, I kind of have like a good sense of what's in my food. So I always look at the back of the package and see what's on my food, like how many calories are in my food, what's the macros in my food. Yeah, so that's really important, you know. And I also want you to know that, like, you should have dessert. Like, I have dessert every night. My favorite dessert is a chocolate covered frozen banana. And I eat it every single night. So I love having dessert. And I always know, like, this is my little treat after the long day. It's 110 calories. It's my little revie time. So yeah, I love having dessert, but I'm always mindful of what's in my food all the time. Finally, the last thing is consistency. You just have to be consistent with what you're doing. You have to realize that a lot of this takes discipline. You know, you have to be disciplined in, you know, the fact that you have a goal and you want to achieve it. So sometimes, you know, you just gotta build those little blocks of doing it every day, and it will accumulate, and you'll realize that, you know, you've reached your goal without even knowing it. Also, this is something that's really important that I want you, and especially you right there, I want you to know this. Especially you, I want you to know this. You cannot hate your body into being skinny. You have to love your body through the process. Obviously, we want our bodies to be better and to change. We want to reach our goals, but you cannot hate your body into a size 0. Like, that's not gonna happen, you know, because if you do have that mentality, you will have a defeated mentality before you even start, because you kind of already look at yourself in the mirror like, oh, my body's shit, you know, I don't know why I'm doing this, I'm not seeing any progress in the last 2 days. So you have to love your body into during the process every day. You know, being consistent, being disciplined is a form of self-love. and being true to yourself, and I wouldn't say even being true to yourself, but showing yourself that you can trust what you say. And so that's something that I really want you to know, is you cannot hate your body into it being skinny or whatever you want it to be. You need to love yourself through the process. So that is that's all the things I did. Those are the 5 things I did. I had a target. I got off birth control. I found a workout routine that worked for me and my body and what I liked. I understood what's in my food. I was very mindful of what's in my food, and I just was consistent, and I'm still consistent till this day, obviously. So I did say I was gonna say numbers, so like I said, I am 5'10", remember that. So I think the biggest I was 175, and now I'm around, I think the lowest I was in the past few weeks was 150, 154. So I kind of want to stay around 150. That's my goal, just because I am 5'10", and I feel like if I get any smaller than that, I just have to be careful. So that's it. I hope this was helpful for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope that this helps you reach your goals to whatever size you want. But we have to realize that we have to be healthy. Our bodies are temples. They are going to carry us through this world, and we have to treasure it and love it and show kindness and be grateful for the ability that we have to move and to exercise and to wake up and love ourselves. So bye everyone.